Yeah, so Afrobeat star Davido has pushed back against the negative stereotype portraying Nigeria as unsafe country, calling such narratives harmful and misleading. The singer recently had an interview speaking on his career life in Atlanta and his new album. However, during the sit down, the host addressed the perception that Nigeria is dangerous, a notion that he swiftly debunked, stressing that violence and crime exist globally. Everywhere is dangerous. Congo is dangerous. Benin is dangerous. Paris is dangerous. Everywhere is dangerous. Even in Atlanta, you could go somewhere and get shot. So that makes it dangerous. Heck, the world is dangerous and it's God that protects us. Davido criticized the media for often spotlighting only the negative aspect of Nigeria while ignoring the country's successes and wealth. You heard that it's dangerous. That's why you have to visit. You can't keep hearing. That's what they do. They show the bad parts and not the Bugattis. They don't show the Ferraris, Rolls Royce, and private jets. Davido also kicked against the stereotype about Nigeria being violent, arguing that violence exists everywhere. He then encouraged his host to visit Lagos rather than making assumptions. Visit Lagos and Port Harcourt. Actually, I added the Port Harcourt. Allegedly. No, not allegedly. There are gangs everywhere too, in Congo and in Senegal. Where did you hear that? Where did you hear that? The clip from that interview garnered reactions online, prompting many to comment how Davido handled the stereotype. First off, I would come on to my guest here in the studio before reading some reactions that this video has garnered. So I'll come to the quintessential favor, Michael. What do you make of this particular story? Did you think Davido handled it well? And bringing the world in general into play here, did you think that was a good move from Davido trying to defend his beloved country, our beloved country? I beg your pardon.
First of all, I'm proud of Davido. I love what he did. I love the fact that he always speaks good about the country whenever he has such opportunity to address issues regarding the society and Nigeria. It's a beautiful one. So I would commend him for that, and I will also commend him for stating the fact that danger exists everywhere, not just in Nigeria. We know that it seems like our house is blown above beyond proportion. It seems like ours is always on the news. It seems like the news outlets are always ready to portray these bad happenings in the society. So thus it makes it look like at Nigeria it's unsafe. It's like it seems like it's the worst out of flock. But that does not tell the entirety of the country. Nigeria is a beautiful place to stay. Everywhere is dangerous. It just depends on your perspective. If you, like he mentioned the countries he mentioned currently, you know, I was as a man of God, I was just saw today. He traveled to Russia. They just finished a conference in Russia, and that's as well. So even Russia that is fighting war with Ukraine, people still live there. In Moscow, people are having a conference. People packed up and like, okay, if Russia, people could still be having conferences in Russia. Nigeria, ours is not far-fetched. So
we're not in the war.
We're not in the war. We just know that there's some. It's not entirely peaceful like you want it to be, but it's not as bad as they portray it to be. And I love the fact that he debunks this, and it's not just him debunking it. It's not. It's a call for our leaders to intentionally ensure that the image of Nigeria outside is not portrayed in a bad light. Because if you want to judge it, actually, there are facts to posit, to act, to wake up a man and posit that Nigeria is a dangerous place. There are facts looking at, but that's not the entirety of Nigeria. Nigeria is a beautiful place. Nigeria is everywhere is unsafe. It's just and like I said, God is the one protecting us. So I will commend him for doing that. Because nobody they say don't wash your own this in public, and nobody throws away the bathwater and the baby. So what he did is patriotic, and I will commend him for that.
Thank you so much for that particular thought there. Blessed, I'll come to you now. What role do you think the media is the ones blowing this out of proportion? I see the video pointing out that the media are not doing a very good job here. They don't bring out the good sides of the country. Yes, we have good things going on. We have people with private jets. We have people do great things. Most of these people, recently, a Nigerian student from one of the universities, what's that thing now? Was the most valued person of Microsoft. They invited him. Now you don't see all those other good sides of in the media. Now, do you think the media is doing a very terrible job at portraying us, portraying the country, so to speak, in a bad light? And if they are doing that, what are their reasons?
Okay, should I say they are doing a bad job? I think they are trying to balance everything in as much as they project the bad sides more. You get, no country is bad, no country is entirely good, no country is perfect totally, but I don't get the fact that they keep only telling us that, oh, Nigeria is bad, the insecurities, that's just what they want to feed us with, so that we'll get scared, so that they just want to feed us with those bad and negative parts of, yes, we all know, you don't need to remind us, you don't need to shove it on our faces. We know Nigeria, the rate of insecurity in Nigeria is alarming. We are aware of that, and we know what to do. The government is our people, so please don't try to shove it on our faces. We are aware. Okay, there are good sides to Nigeria too. And that particular interview that asked Davido that question, I don't know if she was trying to shade us. I think that that was an indirect shade at Nigeria. Because why, of all things you could say, of all things you could ask in an interview, it was just that particular question. What's your point? What is your point? Where are you trying to drive to? So I feel that that didn't do justice to Nigeria. Okay, and what's the second question again? Sorry.
Do you think the media is the ones painting this, blowing this out of proportion?
I feel like you hear or see what you want to hear. You hear and see what you want to see or what you want to hear. If you don't want to feed on negative, don't just go there. Don't entertain it, because you can only, the more you keep entertaining, the more it keeps coming. So please don't entertain it. Nigeria is not perfect. We have our own shit. Sorry, we have our own stuffs to deal with. Okay, we have our own stuffs to deal with.
Thank you for taking that back. I'm not waiting for me to actually pay you to take that back, but then go on. I get your point actually. Now, the good things that happen, why do you think that the media doesn't feed the people these good things? Yeah, why do you think the media doesn't feed people the good things? Just like I mentioned, the case of the Microsoft students. Okay. Yeah,
one thing with bad news, it attracts a lot of attention, a lot of engagement. If it's bad, people want to, what's up? They want to get to the root. But if it's good, people won't really put their interest. They will to some extent, but not. So they feel, okay, we have to feed them what they want. We have to give them the bad. So that they will continue getting the engagement and attention that they want. So I think that's what the media, that's what they're trying to do. They just want to feed us with the bad, negative part, so that they will keep getting that attention, that engagement. That's just what they want.
Now, on this particular narrative, I will move to Favor on this one. Now, Favor, she is of the opinion that the media is doing its job, feeding the people what the people want, because that is how they sustain, that's how they get engagement. Do you think the people love the ocean they are swimming in, the ocean of bad news? Do you think the people, are you of that opinion that the people love it when they wake up in the morning and everything they are seeing are terrible news about Nigeria, about the country, about its people, about gangs everywhere, about killings everywhere? Do you think the people enjoy swimming in that ocean, and do you think that's how they thrive?
You know, there's a school of thought called the school of conditioning theory. There's a level of information you keep getting before you know your mind is adjusting to it. Now, most Nigerians have gotten used to, you wake up one morning, just said that 15,000 persons were killed, were kidnapped. It don't happen again, You just said that 15 soldiers we died. Like during COVID-19, today we had 245
people have been infected.
45 cases that have been reported, and then 60 people died. And then that got me thinking. And then someone would ask you, how many persons died today? Did you see the news? So people, we due to the fact that these things have been recurrent. So some person's mindset are conditioned to always expecting that. I'm on a group, a platform. It's like a family organization platform. Yeah, most persons there are elders. Today, yeah, this video has been forwarded 15 times. Don't drink this drink. You just killed 10 persons.
And to forward to like.
Or if you're driving at night, anybody pour water in front of your window, don't stop. They just, and that's why did you like negative news? They just like they want to be the Nigerian Association of reporting system. Bad news reporter. They also and they discuss it. Because they like, did you see what I posted on the platform? Don't drink this zobo. Don't take this. Don't. That's why they wake up and said fufu is they wash fufu with soap.
That's actually another thing.
Even if they do it, if you eat fufu, but once you know that they wash fufu with soap.
Did you just say I've been eating fufu? How sure are you?
I don't know about you, but I love fufu.
Thank you very much for saying you
but what I'm saying is that the good things are projected out there. The media is there's a balance. There's a balance because we believe in reporting objective information, giving information. But Nigerians are wired in the sense that they want to just okay, bot. We like bots. They just bot. But and it gives us that joy, but it doesn't still mean that it's the media. It's from us because people post this. There was time when there was a clamor for mind what you post because your one post can cause issue. One post there has been wars that started from chat, some street bus fights, so I don't know why they stopped that thing was so because people just love posting negative things. So it's not like it's only the media that project these things. It's not that some person have a condition to want to project the bad part. But the interesting part is that the news is out there and people will see the good part of it. Even the country where he went to, Atlanta, USA. You want to tell me USA is a safe place to be? I know. Like you said, I believe that was like a ridicule way asking that question to, like a ridicule to get his perspective. That's why it made me fall in love to trigger him to he. There was that they also asked Judena, the guy that sang Bambi. They asked him why is it that Nigerians are most featured on Yahoo. You know what he said? That was a tricky question. That everybody, what do they call it? Yahoo, what's the G boy? The Yahoo, what they call it? There's something they call it. The fraudsters are everywhere. Yeah. But she just highlighted. You know what she didn't answer that. She didn't said to convince somebody to send you money takes a lot. For you to talk someone to send you money, that's a lot. So for you to convince you to send us money, it means you are smart.
Good.
That answer reply has not left my mind. It just blew the whole podcast. I like, wow, I love this guy. See, so well, what I'm saying, first of all, I commend Davido, like I said again, and then secondly, most Nigerians, not all, most Nigerians have a condition to always project the bad ones, but the good news is still there. So, like I said, filter what you want to listen to, and verify your information. Don't just wake up and tell you that sugarcane kills. You say, hey, in the kilo.
Okay, now, thank you for those thoughts, Favor. My last question would be to you, Blessing. Now, what do you think the young generations, he said, he made mention of posting, content posting, how we relay information about ourselves and our country outside. Now, what role do you think the young ones can play, the Gen Zs can play in presenting our country in a good light? Yes.
That's where patriotism comes in. You should be very proud of it, in as much as Nigeria is. But
Nigeria has its challenges,
yeah, it has its challenges. Good, so be patriotic. Just be like David. Imagine if everybody is saying good about Nigeria. If everybody you are saying good, there are bad parts, okay, but please don't project it. Don't capitalize on it. Okay,
don't rely so
don't
much
dwell on it. Yes, please. You are scaring people away. Okay, just like Thames said recently that come to Nigeria, come and witness. So imagine if they say, okay, let's check out what's happening in Nigeria, and all they say, don't come to Nigeria. You're scaring tourists away, you're scaring people away from coming to your country.
Yeah, perpetual investors.
Thank you.
Too.
So please project. Yes, I just try and balance, but please do project more of the good part. That shows that you are patriotic. So that's all I have to say.